we're going to practice resisted hip flexion. Resisted hip flexion is another way to strengthen the muscles of our deep core or our transversus abdominis. So we'll start by lying on our back. Find a comfortable position here. The feet, it doesn't matter so much where they are, but do make sure that they're hip distance apart. Find a comfortable position of your spine so that there's a small amount of space between your low back and the mat, and that the low back muscles are soft. Engage your abdominals by doing abdominal setting, feeling a gentle drawing in of your belly button and a gentle narrowing of the waist as the sides of your waist draw in. Then take your hands and take them nice and wide and press them into your thighs. So as you press your hands into the thighs, start to feel as if you're going to pull your hips, or rather draw your knees toward your nose. And you can start there to do this exercise. So as you press your hands into your thighs and imagine pulling your knees toward your nose, keep setting your abdominals, pulling the belly in, wrapping the waist. You'll start to feel a little bit of work here, just this resistance. Now, what might happen is that you feel you'll start to round your back. That is not working your core. That's actually doing the opposite. So try and keep that small amount of space between your low back and the floor, and that feeling of the belly button drawing in and the sides of the waist wrapping. That's how you'll get the work. Rest. And then if you feel that this is kind of easy for you and you want a little bit more work, you can take both of your legs off the ground and place them into tabletop. So thighs parallel, shins parallel with the floor, feet gently flexed. Take your hands to your thighs. Shoulders are very soft, jaw is soft, neck is soft. Abdominal setting starts the action. Draw your belly button in, start to wrap the sides of your waist. Press your hands into your thighs and start to pull the thighs toward you. Nothing moves. This shouldn't happen. You just stay in this shape. Belly button draws in, sides of the waist narrow. No rounding the low back. Keep that length of your midsection. Imagine length happening between your ribs and your pelvis. And breathe here. It's an isometric, meaning no motion. And then gently release. So whichever variation feels like an appropriate amount of resistance for you, works for you, stay there and work with that. Work with it. Try to hold for 5 breaths. Move up to 10 breaths. Once you feel that you've reached your limit and you're ready to move on to the next, go ahead and work with the legs off the ground if you're working with the legs on the ground. But it's a great way to really get some tone and awareness through your belly. Enjoy.